Everyone, remain calm.
Yeah, that's how it always starts. And later there's running and screaming.
Somebody talk to me! What is happening?
Welcome to Jurassic World.
You're listening to the Jurassic Park Podcast.
You want to consult here or in my bungalow? Hold on to your butts.
Well, we're back.
Hello, and welcome to the 121st episode of the Jurassic Park Podcast. I'm your host, Brad Jost, and we're here to discuss all things Jurassic Park. In this episode, we have a few birthdays to celebrate, and then we have episode 9 of Extinction Level Jurassic Park, this time featuring a look at what Gutierrez has been up to, and an insanely awesome dinosaur face-off that you won't want to miss. Seriously, it's amazing. After that, we'll do our usual Extinction Level after show, covering some of the plot points and coolest moments from that episode. Next up here, we'll have another installment of Jurassic Pop Quiz with James Hawkins and Steve Hurrell, alongside their guest for the segment, Sick Triceratops. You all know him from his awesome videos, his hilarious videos, and so much more from around the web, so let's see how he stands up to the Jurassic Pop Quiz. Speaking of James and Steve, don't miss the 2 bonus episodes that were released last week featuring the 2 of them covering more stuff from Frontier Expo. Make sure you download the episodes featuring an interview with the renowned paleontologist Jack Horner, who has worked as a technical advisor on all of the films. Now, they had a chance to speak with him, get his thoughts on dinosaur findings, the films, and even a quick bit on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, that episode contains some moments from Jack Horner's talk at the expo as well. The second episode features attendees, developers, and more from Frontier Expo, as James and Steve give them a small dose of the Jurassic Pop Quiz by asking them to name as many JP characters as possible. Now, you get to hear from developers of Jurassic World Evolution, Kate Russell from the BBC, and Jack Horner once again. So please don't miss those 2 episodes in the feed. Make sure to let Steve and James know how awesome they did at the expo, and let them know on Twitter at Jurassic Unicast. Alright, so as you just heard, we have a packed episode, so why don't we get this thing started off with a bit of Jurassic news from around the world.
18 minutes and your company catches up on 10 years of research.
Access rate program. Access new security.
These pictures were taken in hospital in Costa Rica 48 hours ago.
I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but look.
Boy, I hate being right all the time.
But today, I guarantee it.
We have a few birthdays to celebrate here this week. Starting actually this past weekend, we celebrated the birthday of Jeff Goldblum on Sunday, October 22nd. Next up, the day that this is released, Monday, October 23rd, we have the creator's birthday, Michael Crichton. Now, he is no longer with us, but we will celebrate his birthday as always. You know, he brought this franchise to life with his words, so he deserves all the praise. Now, next up on October 24th, we have 2 birthdays to celebrate. Dr. Wu himself, B.D. Wong, and Zara from Jurassic World, Katie McGrath. Happy birthday to you both and everybody else this week. Enjoy.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Now let's dive into episode 9 of Extinction Level Jurassic Park.
Previously on
Extinction Level Jurassic Park.
Murphy!
Hey, you're Mr. Masrani, right?
I hear you aspire to join the Navy, but have some issue with anxiety from previous experiences. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy.
People living on Isla Medanceras.
I need to go there as soon as possible.
Thanks for arranging this, Jorge.
Dr. Harding, I believe you know Tim.
What brings you back to Isla Sona?
My father, as a matter of fact.
Vic, we got some more unwelcome visitors.
Almost there, senor.
Just get me down there. You know the village.
Something spooked the Hadrosaurids.
Velociraptors.
Could we watch the hunt unfold?
Head back, Raymond.
Episode 9. Hunting Territory. As Gutierrez' helicopter lowered down to an open space near Tiempo Libre, the off-site worker village on Isla Matanceros, Gutierrez opened the doors of the helicopter. Nearby palm trees were waving in the airflow. Leaves and dust were blown away from the spot where they were landing, and Gutierrez notices they're landing right on a neglected tennis court, a detached net on the field shifting a bit in the wind. Nearby livestock is running away from the landing machine. Before the machine touches the ground, Marty Gutierrez jumps out and runs towards a group of villagers standing at the edge of the village, waiting for him.
Hola, soy Dr. Marty Gutierrez.
The woman, Andrea, takes a step forward to greet Gutierrez.
Hola, Andrea. Me llamo Andrea. ¿Cómo estás?
She offers her hand, and he takes it, shaking hers. Eager to see what they have to show him, he responds.
Bien, gracias. Por favor.
Déjame ver lo que has encontrado.
Ven conmigo.
Andrea turned around to lead the way to her humble home, and while most of the villagers went their own way now, some curiously followed them and waited outside, while they entered at her kitchen. Andrea's son curiously follows them in, staying behind Marty Gutierrez, who smiled at the boy, wishing the boy would go away. The inside of the house turned out to be, as most of the village, small and simple, just containing the basics. Marty had not expected such simplicity, but mentioned nothing, not wanting to offend. Considering the isolation of the village, it now seemed to be logical anyway, and he couldn't remember what he had expected to find out here. Andrea took a half-eaten animal wrapped in a plastic bag out of the freezing compartment of her small fridge, and took the animal out of the bag, revealing a pair of dark green three-toed hind legs, almost bird-like in appearance, and a long green tail, which struck Gutierrez as lizard-like. Andrea put the animal remains on the table in front of Marty.
Un mono aullador estaba comiendo esto.
¿Estás seguro de que es un dinosaurio?
Sí, señor. Mi hermano alimentaba las crías en Sorna. Eso es un compi.
Wanting to know where they had found these remains of Howler Monkey Dinner, this compi, he asked her.
¿Dónde lo encontraste?
As soon as Masrani's helicopter approached the field again, where they had seen the raptors attack the hadrosaurs, they noticed something was off. Almost all hadrosaurids had disappeared into the forest, the last one looking back before it followed the others into the jungle. The raptors broke off the attack, yet they had made no kill. As Tim had suspected, there were now two packs of raptors on the field, circling each other. One pack in mostly greyish skin tones, with some of the raptors having some kind of spikes on their head. The other pack were more brownish, tiger-striped, growling mean at the opposing pack. The helicopter began to slow speed and started to hover as they observed the raptor standoff.
This is unusual. Their behavior reminds me of rivaling lion prides when forced into each other's territory.
That might just be exactly what it is we're seeing here.
But then you have too many raptors on the island.
Tim's blood ran cold and he shuddered. I don't like the sound of that. Suddenly, one of the tiger-striped raptors charged, and in moments all the raptors were entangled in a battle that seemed to death, kicking up dust, growling, wrestling. Then a greyish raptor broke free from the fight and barked. One by one the greyish raptors broke free from the fight and fled into the jungle, chased off by the snapping tiger-striped raptors, leaving one badly hurt greyish raptor in the field, most likely dying. Sarah didn't know why, but she did feel sorry for the animal.
Alright, let's continue, shall we?
Raymond turned the helicopter to continue to the worker village, where they arrived a short moment later. As the helicopter approached the surrounding grey, 3-story high concrete walls, Sarah and Tim noticed the metallic lines of the fenced-off roof covering the complete top of the village, with an already open gate, large enough to fit the helicopter through.
We are here.
They started their descent.
Alright, there we have it. Another episode of Extinction Level Jurassic Park, episode 9. I think that one was titled Hunting Territory. That was another awesome episode. It starts off giving you this amazingly creepy tone. I don't know if you guys got that, but that's just the vibe I got. I think it was due mostly to the creepy music that he used underneath this one. I'll give credits to that later, actually. But yeah, like I said, very creepy, and you get the sense that, Gutierrez is landing his helicopter on this Matanceres village, and you get the sense that the people there are kind of like, what's going on? Like, what is this guy doing? Why is there a helicopter landing on our island? And, he's being watched as this is all happening. And it seems kind of desolate as well. I don't know, that's just the vibe I got. Maybe it was because of the music and the way he was describing this this village here. So Gutierrez meets with Andrea, and she's the worker on that island, I guess, that leads him to her place and reveals that inside her freezer she has a creature wrapped in plastic. And like I said, that creepy vibe is still going here. And as she's uncovering the plastic on this creature, you find out that it's like half-eaten, bird-like, three-toed on its hind legs. It's got a long green tail. Now, I guess you could assume many dinosaurs from that description if you wanted to, or even a lizard of some sort, but, you know, my mind's going straight towards the compy, obviously. And we sort of, I think it was this character, Andrea, earlier on in an episode, I believe I heard her say compy or something like that. So, yeah, that's what I'm going for here. That's what I'm thinking this is. Just like from The Lost World, the beginning of the movie, you have those compies attack the little girl, and later on, Dieter Stark. So that's what we get here. Then it kind of jumps forward. Mizrani, you know, on his helicopter, he's approaching, you know, that hunting spot again. And last we heard in the last episode, it was like Mizrani, Tim, Sarah, and the pilot, I guess. Now they're in this hunting spot where the hadrosaurs were being hunted by raptors. And last we heard, there was one pack of raptors, and then Tim thought he saw like another pack coming in, but we didn't actually know what, or find out right then and there what it was. But we find out here that there hasn't been any kind of kill. There's no kill here, so they kind of, they're approaching this area, and then they see down below that there was 2 packs of raptors. So Tim was right; it was another pack of raptors. But the cool thing about this is one of the coolest moments so far in Extinction Level. And what I love about this series so much is that it kind of answers all these questions and gives us these moments, for us as fans, the moments that we want to see, we want to know more about and kind of learn more about and hope to see in other installments and stuff like that in the movies. Now, we always have this question is why is there 2 separate raptor packs on Isla Sorna? We have the versions from The Lost World, which are very... they're like he describes them here, brownish, tiger striped, and they're very angry. I feel like they're just the most angry raptors that we have in the series. And then we have the Jurassic Park 3 raptors, which are, I feel like they're more, they're smarter. They communicate more. They actually have, a plan. It seems like, and they're described here mostly gray, some with spikes. So when they describe that in Extinction Level here, we obviously know that these are the 2, different raptors from those 2 movies. And they come head to head, which is really, really awesome to finally have that moment revealed and played out just how I wanted to hear it. So up from above, Mizrani's watching this with the rest. The raptors are standing off from each other, kind of head to head, I guess. And Sarah, I believe, described it as rivaling lion prides, which is a really cool way to think about it. And of course, when that happens, the fight breaks out. The tiger-striped ones from The Lost World charges in. That's the way I would expect it. Like I said, those ones are so angry, always. I would expect no less for that one to just charge into battle, start something with the others. And this battle sounded amazing. I love the way that Arjun, weaved in all these raptor attack noises, the rustling of the ground and everything around. It sounded so amazing. Actually, when I was listening to it, I just listened to it the other day for the first time and kind of like got chills and like goosebumps just hearing this play out, which is like something I've always wanted to hear. And during the fight, I guess the first thing to break out was one of the gray raptors. It breaks out and then it starts doing its typical raptor bark. And we know, like I said, that these ones are more communicative. They're smarter, definitely. And I guess he barks, or he or she barks, and the rest of the gray raptors flee from the fight. And one of the grays, I guess, is kind of left behind, most likely dying. And that's about it. I mean, the helicopter then makes its way to the worker village that we saw from The Lost World. So, yeah, that was it. And that raptor sequence was amazing. I actually had to go back, listen to it multiple times. It was so incredible. Like I said, chills, my hair was standing up. It was so good. But yeah, that was about it for episode 9 of Extinction Level Jurassic Park. We have a few credits here. Obviously, Arjun is the one who wrote this, put it all together, narrated. In this, he plays Tim Murphy, actually. We also had Jennifer Tarrick, who you know here, and Tom Fishenden. I think he played the pilot. And James Hawkins. Sorry, James has been in like every episode recently. So big congrats to James for making the cut every week. But great job, guys, and I can't wait to hear more. Actually, those tracks that were featured in this episode, the creepiness, that whole tone and vibe, was actually due to different composers and different music. It was actually from Pirates of the Caribbean, the Mermaid song, I guess, the Mermaid track that's on there, probably from On Stranger Tides. And then the second track here is from The Lion King. It's Mufasa's death. Sorry, spoilers, I know. Lion King, if you haven't seen that, whatever. So that was, and I guess the other one is To Die For, the other Lion King track. So they totally set the mood for this. And I guess, Sarah was right here. It was like rivaling, I cannot say that word. Rivaling? Yeah, Lion Pride. And that was a good thing he used the Lion King music there. Probably did it on purpose now that I think about it. But yeah, awesome job, everybody, and I can't wait to hear more from Extinction Level Jurassic Park in episode 10 in a few weeks.
I have good reason to believe that you would find this challenging.
You should hear a 4-year-old try to say Archaeornithomimus.
You should hear you try to say it.
Even problem-solving intelligence, especially the big one.
Well, this madness must stop. Now.
You, sir? I know, gentlemen.
How did you know?
One drop of this can paralyze you, so watch out.
Thank God.
Is this real?
Yes.
It is?
Jurassic Pop Quiz with Jurassic Unicast.
And welcome back to Jurassic Unicast. I'm your host, James Hawkins, and I'm joined with Stephen Hurrell.
Hello.
And we are here for we're here for episode 3 of the Jurassic Park Pop Quiz, and we've got a special guest, 2 no-shows and 1 sick Triceratops.
That's me, Sick Triceratops. Thanks for having me, guys. My real name's Lewis, so we can just call me that if you want. I mean, I don't know if people might have seen my stuff around. I make videos, stuff like that, GIFs, all that internet stuff.
It's generally humour-based, isn't it, all your stuff?
Yeah, well, that's the thing with my YouTube is there's a lot of funny stuff and like editing and that kind of stuff, but then there's like more serious things, like tributes and that. So it's a weird kind of split.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did one recently, didn't you? The John Hammond one.
Oh yeah, that was for Richard Attenborough. Rest in peace.
Steve, did you want to ask him anything about?
Yeah, I was about to say, one of your most famous videos was the Ian Malcolm remix, wasn't it?
Yeah, That's Chaos, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I should point out, because that's the one, I should point out that I didn't make the music for that. That was like a collaboration with another guy who, he actually goes by the persona Dr. Ian Malcolm. That's his name. He does loads of remixes. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But I heard that and was like, I've got to make a video of this. And I actually started like putting it together. And then I contacted him and was like, oh yeah, sure, you can make it, put it on your channel. So that's what I did.
Oh, excellent. That's all right. That's handy, isn't it? At least then, like, you didn't get, because some people get moaned at quite a lot, don't they? That people steal each other's material. At least you got to give you permission. That's quite handy.
I always make a point of like asking people, can I use this? Can I do that? You know, because it's just like people will just rip stuff off, and it's like
courteous.
It's not nice.
Yeah, you spend all that time doing it, and someone else tries and takes credit for it.
Like if I like I say, I started editing that for probably a year. I was just like doing it on and off, so I could have finished the video, and if he asked him and he'd said no, then I wouldn't have done it. I just, all that work would have been gone. But if I didn't have permission, it wouldn't feel right, sort of thing.
Yeah.
What Jurassic Park or what Jurassic related video have you enjoyed making the most, that made you laugh the most while you were making it?
I don't know. I've made some
recently, maybe.
Yeah, a recent one. I don't know. I really don't know. I made some stuff that I didn't put on my YouTube. I put it on Twitter. It was like just based around John Hammond I called it Friday Night Hammond. They were just like all sorts of random stuff. That was pretty funny because I would just like, because I set a deadline of every Friday night I had to make something. I would just start throwing stuff around in a Premiere Pro and After Effects, and it would just be like John Hammond like in these ridiculous like situations or like edits. So that would crack.
Yeah, you know, like because some of your videos are a bit crazy, aren't they? Like the way they're all.
They're a bit crazy, yeah.
Yeah, like is it literally just a mix match of stuff? Like how do you go about doing it? Obviously, without giving away your secrets, obviously, but does it take a long time?
It can do, yeah. I'm influenced by sort of Tim and Eric. I love their stuff, and it's all that kind of like the like wacky kind of editing and the like that kind of stuff. So that's kind of my influence, and I just kind of see what works. Like I just put stuff together, like mess with it, put a filter on it or something. I don't know, just whatever looks
different
kind of
stuff.
Wacky. Yeah.
What obviously one of my favourites, is Steve's probably as well, is the Muldoon sock one, because it's to me that's definitely probably the most famous of your videos in my eyes, just because everyone talks about that the most.
A lot of people talk about that. Well, it's weird because like people have spoken to my family members about it and like said, "Oh, you should watch this video. It's about Muldoon socks. It's hilarious." And my sister will like go, "Well, my brother made that," and I'll be like, "What?" It's getting around that one. But no, people seem to like that one.
Yeah, I just think the thing is, it's inspired everything though. It inspired my. Like, I did an art. Did you see that? I don't know. You probably did see it. I did a drawing picture of It was Jack and that were talking about something. I think it was Ross. But they were talking about Ross, talking with Ross on a. Was it Ross or Sam? One of the two. They were doing a live stream video, and they were talking about like, wouldn't it be funny if there was like a poster of Muldoon sock with like his eye looking through it, like as if it's he survived. So I thought, I've got to draw, because I can't do anything on computers like you can or anything, so I don't know how to do that. So I literally thought, well, I'll do what I can do, and did a poster, like sketch the poster. Yeah,
pencil. That was dead funny. That's something that survived, and it was Muldoon.
Yeah,
it's just something about it's so funny, like his whole outfit, and I don't know. It's just great.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just like a British thing, because I don't know if it just seems to be us that seem to have this fascination with Muldoon socks. I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, right. Talk's over. We'll get straight into the question time. All right. We have got, by the looks of it, 10, 11, about 12 to 13 questions. Some are just, your opinions, your silly. Some of them are timed. Let's see the best you can do.
Oh God. Okay. I'm nervous. I know it's this stupid, but it's like, I better not get anything wrong.
That's right. That doesn't matter. That's the best thing about it, though, because other people that have been on, like when you're like under pressure, you're like, oh my God, I can't think.
Yeah,
it's just really funny. But right, okay, Steve, do you want to start?
Yep. Right, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. Labelling from best to worst. What is your favourite JP film?
Oh, that's easy. It's best is the first one, the original OG Jurassic Park. Then it's Lost World. Yeah. Then actually that's got a bit difficult. Probably I'm gonna have to say Jurassic World is third favourite, and then Jurassic Park 3 is the worst because it just is.
No explanation needed on that one.
Yeah. Was that all of them? That's all of the films, isn't it?
So
now I'm on the spot.
That is all the films.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think would be quite interesting to see where the new one fits in after it's out?
Yeah,
once everyone's seen it, because obviously the hype will be so big, and like I have a feeling that the film this time round will probably, it will please a lot more of the fans that weren't so happy with the last one.
Yeah.
So I think it will throw a spanner in the works, I think. Yeah. Okay, so question 2. This is a countdown one. You got 30 seconds. Okay, so Steve, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. When I say go, Steve's going to press the button to start. Okay, you have got to name as many characters, human characters, as you can in 30 seconds. Go.
Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm, Ellie Sattler, Jerry Harding, John Hammond, Lex Murphy, Tim Murphy, Alejandro Joffrey, the Spanish Dominican caveman. What's it called?
I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Who else? Is that everyone?
No, that's 9 characters.
Ray Arnold, Donald Gennaro, Peter Ludlow. I forgot about the rest of the films. Oh no!
I know.
I don't know. That's it. That's the best I can do.
And stop. That was 12, I think. 12 or 13.
I was focused on the first film. I forgot the other ones existed.
That's all right. No, that's good. I know. Everyone does. Everyone does so far. Like
Dominican cave. What the hell was that? Do you know what I mean?
Caveman. That's the thing. I don't even know what his name is. That Dominican caveman.
Yeah, they never get him out of Montana. That guy.
No, that's yeah. Grunts like me. He's a digger.
That's the one.
Dominican caveman.
Yeah. Steve, next time you do the timer, maybe try and pull it away a little bit from the speakers. It cut up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it interfered.
Yeah.
So, oh well. Okay, question 3. It's your turn.
Who is the most stupid person in the franchise?
Most stupid person? Well, because you're gonna say, like, Nedry. Nice, he's stupid. He had a good job, but really, was it actually Hammond who was the most stupid person in the grand scheme of things? I think I'm gonna have to say Muldoon for his outfit. Muldoon is an idiot. That's the title of the video.
Muldoon is an idiot.
Just watch the video if you want my reasons. Sick Triceratops on YouTube. Check him out.
That's it.
Trust me. Please do watch it.
You need to. But I like
it'll change your life.
I like you suggesting John Hammond, because not many people actually think that. But
well, that's he had all the right intentions, but just didn't work out, did it? So he's the stupid one overall, I guess. Okay, if Nedry was played by a woman, who should it have been? What actress? What? that's a good question.
We did say the most random questions.
Well, it's like you want me to like name a large actor.
Yeah, pretty much. Who would you think it should be?
I don't know, because he's quite he's a fantastic character actor, isn't he? Wayne Knight, so
yeah.
But you have to be kind of like he has to be like hateable. So
he has to be hateable, and he has to be sleazy and just dirty, grubby.
Yeah. That the British woman from Matilda, what's she called? Pat something or other.
Pam Ferris or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Trunchbull
from Matilda.
Yeah.
Someone like that.
That's a good. I like that. That's a good shout. Definitely.
Someone like that, yeah. I don't know. Just mix it up a bit.
She played the auntie in Harry Potter as well, didn't she? The third one that she came to visit, and he blew her up in the house, and she started floating off and all that.
Oh, what's he like, that Harry Potter?
I know, unbelievable, isn't he? Alright, go on. Next question.
Right. If you were a character in the films and chosen to die, how would you most like to die? What would be your most ideal death?
Just like, I don't know, head bitten off, something like that.
Yeah. Hardcore.
That's something kind of cool, dramatic, like an Eddie or ripped into a hero's death, let's say.
Yeah. A hero's death, yeah. So you won't want to be like a coward character that dies. You'd want to be a hero.
No, none of that coward stuff, or like none of that Zara just out blue kind of. Be a hero.
Yeah.
Like a sweet old Eddie. Soul.
So it'd be like Austin Powers, even that guy in the pool in Austin Powers, when that guard who puts his head in the pool and the sea bass eat his head.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were talking about the steamroller death.
Yeah.
No.
That was what I went to. I was like, yeah.
Okay, question 6. You're naked in the jungle, alone, on the island.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can only wear one of these things. What first option? You either wear Gennaro's skiddy underpants, or you can only wear Claire's heels. What do you pick?
Right, let's have a think. So, am I on a Jurassic Park Island, did you say?
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's dinosaurs, there's imminent danger.
Yeah.
Probably the heels. I mean, I'm just thinking practical applications. You could take them off, you could use them as a weapon.
That's true, actually. I didn't think of that.
Chisel rock out with them. Skiddy underwear is just useless, isn't it, really? In fact, it's worse than useless, because that's going to attract other animals, other dinosaurs.
Ah, yeah.
I would have thought.
But it does.
I'll go for the heels.
The pants do protect the most vital thing.
Unless you wear them on your head.
You say that, but then if you've got high heels, you can just like fend anything off, couldn't you? Or who's to say? Are you allowed to like make clothes out of leaves and stuff? Is that allowed?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, maybe. Okay.
So high heels for me.
High heels. Okay, Steve, for this next question, do you want to get a stopwatch on?
Yeah.
Without a timer, just so you can sort of time it, no matter how long it takes.
Yep.
So there's no music, no pressure.
Yeah, I'm on it now.
Okay, right, do you want to tell him the question?
Can you re-say the exact quote that Ian Malcolm says about the God creates, starting now?
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs. Man creates internet. Man creates sicktriceratops.com.
Yeah!
How was that?
Smashed it. And
Did
a
you actually
cheeky
get
bit
it
of
right?
advertising as well.
Yeah. I think I liked it up until
you did get it right. No, you did get it right. The only bit that was needed to be added was the bit that Ellie says.
Eddie says?
Ellie. Women eat, dinosaurs eat man, and women inherit. Yeah, no, yeah. No, that's why we stopped it. It's fine.
Yeah,
that was quite good, actually, to be fair.
28 seconds.
You didn't mess up once. We won't talk about how long it took Jen.
I heard that one back.
I know.
Go on there.
Poor girl.
Yeah, we timed our friend as well after the podcast, and he did not know it at all. So
Shocking.
He gets the.
So we give him a default 5 minutes. 5 minutes of shame. We're going to do, hopefully, eventually, we'll do like a timetable of everyone's times they did on all the questions.
Yeah.
Which would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, if Dodgson was a female, would people still not care at all? See? Nobody cares.
I think they'd care less, and that's just the state of the world today, isn't it?
Shocking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? You think they'd care less, not more?
They'd care less, yeah. Unless he was wearing like a titillating outfit or something like that.
Just a hat.
Just a hat in that San Jose.
Were you trying to look like a secret agent?
Oh dear. Right, would you rather eat the big pile of poo or Gennaro's toilet remains?
God.
If you had to.
These questions are insane. Probably, I don't know, probably the toilet remains, because it's probably okay to eat, I think. You probably get ill if you're is it the Triceratops poo? Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat that, and it's probably got West Indian lilac berries in it, hasn't it? So
that's it.
But at least if it's human remains, it'll be edible, raw. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gennaro's toilet remains, please.
Okay.
You could heat them. You could cook them on a barbecue.
Yeah.
That's disgusting as that sounds.
Them up.
Okay. In your head canon.
Yeah.
Was the mist smoke death at the beginning of JP3 opening, was it made by a Spino, a Pteranodon, or was it made by Samuel Jackson, who swam over from Isla Nublar and sunbathing on a beach with a cigarette?
It was what? So I don't know. Well, how would the Spino create it? You're saying it's like Spinosaurus farts? Is that what you're saying?
No, just because there's I don't know. There's obviously a fan.
People say that the Spinosaurus killed all the people on the boat.
Yeah.
But then I put 2 and 2 together with the mist being, the mist was the same as in the Pteranodon thing. But obviously, this is what I'm saying. It's up to you. What do you think? And the third option was just, Samuel Jackson with a cigarette on sunbathing with a knife.
Yeah. Well, that option is great. But I think, wasn't it in the script as Pteranodons? I feel like I've heard that that's what it was. I know it's not shown.
What, like a script that got abandoned, like...
Yeah, something like that. Like, I've heard it was supposed to be the Pteranodons, but for whatever reason, they didn't film it or they didn't include it. They wanted to keep it mystery. I don't know. I guess it kind of works as Spino as well, but it's quite far, kind of out of the coast, isn't it, a bit?
Yeah, no, it is, to be fair.
But just out of interest, what if it was the Sam Jackson one on the beach? what would that sound like? Can you do an impression?
I don't know. No, not yet. That's about it. That's the best impression.
Impressions. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, Steve, I thought of another question that we hadn't put in. Because Lewis spoke about this before, about the hybrid.
Yes.
Okay, so if you was to make a hybrid of any type of dinosaur, what would it be?
Oh, yeah.
How would you make it? And like head, legs, arms, whatever. And what would you call it?
Well, we've got to start with the Triceratops as the base. Kind of have to. So that'll be the base. Like the base
in the body.
Well, yeah, the base like dinosaur, and then cross that with like, I don't know, a snake or something like that. Any snake, and then each horn on the trike's head could be one of them snakes. The 3 horns. I don't know how the science works, or if bioengineering would allow for it, but that's what I do.
It looked like Medusa's pet.
Yeah, it's got like the 3 horns on its face. One of them, they're each a snake. Somewhat flashy like a cobra or something like that.
Nice.
I think that'd be, especially in like a theme park setting, because I think that'd be really entertaining.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So, what would you call this trike with snake horns hybrid?
Triceras snake. That's what I call it. Triceras snake. There you go.
Triceras snake. Nice.
And each of the snakes are alive as well. Did I mention that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and they're venomous, highly venomous ones.
Oh yeah. Well, the cobras on us, so they'd spit at you.
Yeah.
So watch out. Better watch out.
Right.
No, I like that. Sounds cool.
Right, we've got another timed question now, and what we do is we do 1-word answers. So we'll say a word, and you've got to associate a word with it.
The first thing that comes in your head associated with that word.
Oh God.
Okay,
right.
so for example, if I say camo, you'd say like camouflage, like sort of thing. Yeah, that's not a good example. Yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean. You got it.
Yeah.
I hope I don't say anything incriminating or something. I don't know what's going to come out.
Well, you'll soon find out.
Dinos.
DNA.
Herbivore.
Omnivore.
Muldoon.
Socks.
Carnivore.
T-Rex.
Carnivore.
Gymnastics.
Kelly.
Chronicle.
Oh, I have to stop myself. Exables.
Kirby's.
Annoying.
Roland.
Badass.
Visitor centre.
Nice place. Nice place.
Blue.
Raptor.
Grey.
Annoying again.
Nick.
Thumb. That's like a
I'm so glad you said thumb.
Well, I'll have to explain it now for the listeners, won't I?
Yeah, go for it.
Also, Nick Van Oyen is played by Vince Vaughn in the great film The Lost World, Jurassic Park. And our friend Jack Ewins had this theory that the hand, that is the severed hand that's hanging in the ship's cabin in The Lost World, you know, the Ventura that crashes, he said that that's probably Nick Van Oyen's hand. And it's his whole theory that he's got. It's a good theory, right? But I was like, one way to prove if it was his if it was Nick Van Oyen's hand is to look at the thumb, because in real life, Vince Vaughn, it's got like a weird thumb. Everyone listen, Vince Vaughn thumb. Check it out, because it's kind of a weird thumb. And I was like, well, you know, if that severed hand has got the weird thumb, you know, and then if we know it's him, it's confirmed. It's
definitely a weird thumb, isn't it? It's so weird.
Yeah. So that's what we always talk about in the thumb. Small dude socks, or it's Nick Van Oyen's thumb.
Yeah. We should call it the sock cast.
Yeah. Sock thumb.
Sock cast.
Oh. Right. This is our last and last timed question.
Okay.
So you need to name as many species of dinos as possible.
Ah, no. I'm rubbish.
And that can cover all of the islands. Ready? Go.
T-Rex, Velociraptor, Spinosaurus, Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Compsognathus, Pteranodon, Ceratosaurus, Apatosaurus.
Yep.
That's all of them. That's every single dinosaur in the Jurassic Park franchise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Score 10. Good boy. Not bad score.
There's loads more than that, but I couldn't think of them.
Well, there's 15 species that are supposed to be on the island, but they're not on screen, are they? But you pretty much, I think every single one. I think everything you said, every single one you said was on screen. So you done a really good score there. So 10 is the one to beat. Everybody, 10 is the one to beat. Yeah, right. So anyway, okay, this is a tough one. Well, it's a tough one for some people. One of their, Dan, the first contestant, he is one of our close friends. He's a JP3 fan, just because it was just the era that he was born in anyway. More like he grew up with that film rather than the first one.
Right. Okay.
And
he lost out.
I know he did. Yeah.
Well, look,
so he's a big Spinosaurus fan. So, but
because the first film is my favourite, but I was I was only 2 years old when it came out, so.
I was
6.
Yeah.
Sorry. You'll have to cut that out. Sorry.
Yeah. Right. Okay. In your opinion,
to get the sound effects on.
Yeah. Yeah. In your opinion, who would win in real life, T-Rex or Spino, and why?
Oh, well, this is the age-old argument, isn't it?
Remember, it's just your opinion. It doesn't matter if
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the T-Rex wouldn't it? If we go on what they're like in the films, well, no, because I still think the T-Rex, because the T-Rex has got isn't it like a bite 15 times more powerful than a crocodile, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the Rex would just win. Like, it's built for it, isn't it? I think it would just
I would say so.
Destroy it. But then going on the all this new science that's come out about the Spino, where it like eats fish, it like looks like it's all bent over. I don't know. But I've got to say the T-Rex, because it's just the classic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I think we both agree.
Yeah.
No. Based on scientific facts from what we know, then you're right. So the bite force of a T-Rex is technically supposed to be the most, most powerful of the dinosaur species. Just based on the way it's the bones made. You know, it was the way it is. Its roots of its teeth go up like into its skull to give it to make sure so it doesn't. They're designed to break bone, aren't they?
Right. So it's like built from the ground up to bite stuff.
Technically, yeah.
Clamp on.
And like you said, the Spino's teeth were hollow, I think. So they weren't designed for not hollow, but you know, like they were designed for. They would have snapped. They wouldn't have.
Right.
Possibly. I think that was what I read anyway.
They'd adapted for their environment.
Yeah. A bit like what a crocodile would be, but with less. They're not reptilian, are they? So, bit more differently designed.
Interesting stuff.
But them arms are. I don't know. It is a tough one. In my eyes, I would like to have seen, because I don't think there's no 100% way of proving. You know, we can't prove it. And it's a new dinosaur, so everyone was obviously, so at the time, everyone was, this is a really cool, sick dinosaur. But then the older fans were like, what are you doing? You've just, like, ruined.
No, I mean,
get that
I like the Spino. I love the Spino.
I like the Spino. I think, if in my eyes, I think what a cool ending would have been if you'd have seen them fight, and the T-Rex is fighting the Spinosaurus for territory, right, which allows the humans to escape.
Yeah.
And you see them fighting as they go away, so you don't know who the winner is.
Right, so it's left open.
It's left open for the imagination. Cool. Don't get me wrong, it will make the forums and everyone discussions go like mental. But because it would have won, it wouldn't have won. But then after that, it would solely be based on scientific. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could only go by science unless there was a rematch.
Yeah.
Whereas
you're not going to upset either group, are you? Like
no,
T-Rex
you're not.
Fans, Spino fans,
exactly. So then by the Spino winning, you then got all the fans of the T-Rex that know the scientific facts and the fact that this it's a bit of a hybrid-ish, isn't it? The Spino. I was talking about that. Did you see that video recently that was posted by Jack Ewins? He shared it about a guy. There was a guy that done a video on the Spinosaurus, and he used Masrani's website, Masrani Global, that Jack made with Tim for the details for like the behind in the archives of Wu's experiments that he did on sauna.
Yeah,
and he used the evidence of that. Yeah, he used the evidence of that to basically back up that the Spinosaurus was the only Spinosaurus on the island, and it was a genetically modified dinosaur that was a like a what can I think? What's the word? Like a prototype for the Indominus.
Right. That sounds cool, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I like that.
It's a cool theory. Obviously, it's not set in stone, but I think that's a really cool theory to back up why it wasn't on InGen's list.
Why it wasn't on InGen's list? Yeah, no, that's good. I like that. It kind of wraps it up quite neatly, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I think so. It's really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice. Yeah. So anyway, that's the end of the pop quiz. You did very well, mate.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, but no, it was a laugh. That I liked it.
It was a good laugh. Yeah, no, you had some good answers there actually.
Yeah.
I think that I'd be surprised if anyone beats that the species one in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You've done quite well to get 10. I think.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no, you did. Me and Steve have practiced on our own, and we've the character one was difficult. I think the most I think
if I was thinking of all
4
films, then I think give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, see, I think I did 25 in a minute.
Yeah,
but 30 seconds is so much more pressure that I think I'd have completely screwed up. So I don't know. You got to. You do it on your own now off the podcast, and then you'll be like, "Dang, I got about 20."
I'm glad I worked in Alejandro.
Yeah,
frankly.
Yeah, that was a good one. Alejandro.
And can't think of anyone else more obscure than that
Dominican caveman.
He's got a name though, hasn't he, in the film?
Yeah,
he's like me. He's a digger.
Is he called Rodrigo? Or is that just no?
Rodrigo. Yeah. I think so, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm saying I think so. I ain't got a blooming clue. He's just gonna say some Spanishy name.
I know that's
what's his
Juan.
Juan, yeah. Actually, you know what? It might be.
I think it might be one.
I don't know. I don't know. But you know, he's
Rodrigo.
I think it is Rodrigo.
Santiago.
Something like that.
Oh well. Right, well, thanks very much for coming on the pod.
Thanks for having me.
Rostagno.
Right.
It was good.
Sorry?
It is Rostagno. His name is played by Miguel Sandoval.
Miguel. See, Miguel would make more sense for it to be Miguel, not wouldn't it, in the film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. He's in the Dominican Republic, isn't he? Like man in the amber. It's a good scene, that.
It is a good scene. Underrated.
Yeah.
Anyway, so where can people find you again? Just another recap.
Well, I'm Sick Triceratops on Twitter, Sick Triceratops on YouTube, and I own sicktriceratops.com, but I don't really put out any on there. But you can have a look at that if you want.
Please check out his videos; they're really, really good. I think one of my favourites, actually, another favourite of mine, is the one that you did of the rain in the fight scene of the Indominus Rex.
Yeah.
That one was really good. I like that. And it just made me think, why? Why did they not put rain in the film?
Because, it fit really nice, didn't it? And I can't remember who I heard it from, but someone told me, that it was originally going to end with rain. That's why the ground is suddenly wet and it's really stormy and cloudy or something like that. But for whatever reason, they didn't do it. I don't know. Maybe the rain machine wasn't working, something like that. But I was like, well, I can do that. And, I'll just put an After Effects rain filter on it.
Yes, that was really cool. That was good. Good work. Well, anyway, keep up the good work, mate. Anyway.
No, thanks very much.
Yeah, we look forward to the ones you got in future.
Yeah, well, I'm always working on something. I always just come back to it later on and see.
You got anything lined up?
Oh, I don't know. I have, but nothing I want to talk about because it's proper early. It's just
fair enough.
If it ends up being anywhere near watchable, then I'll I'll put it on. But yeah, no, thanks for having me. It was it's
been good talking.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Okay, don't forget to follow us on Jurassic Unicast on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. We've got I went recently to the Islands of Adventure in Florida, and me and Steve are currently working on a video of scenery, what's about, and my raptor encounter. It's just a bit of fun, really. So check that out when it's loaded, and hope you enjoy the pop quiz.
Yeah, thanks.
See you later, everybody.
Make sure to visit JurassicParkPodcast.com to find all our past episodes, brand new news articles, information on how to contact us, and much more. It's a great source for everything related to the podcast, and of course, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Head to JurassicParkPodcast.com and help us build a great community.
Anybody hear that?
Thanks for listening to the 121st episode of the Jurassic Park Podcast. Of course, a big thanks to Arjun again for the audio this week. Extinction Level Jurassic Park is so awesome. I'm so glad we can host it here on our show. Like I said before, that Raptor segment was so amazing. It had me on the edge of my seat, and it also raises even more questions for me. Kind of some that we've always had, but it's going to be awesome. Hopefully we get some answers here as to why there's two packs. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that would be awesome. I can't wait to see how this all resolves. Stay tuned in a few weeks for episode 10. Also, a big thanks to James, Steve, and Lewis, aka Sick Triceratops, for an awesome Jurassic Pop quiz. Now, these segments crack me up every single time. I love them. I hope you love them as well. If you want to see how you stack up against the pop quiz, contact James and Steve on Twitter at Jurassic Unicast, and you can be a part of it too. If you want to interact with us, we do most of our work over on Twitter at Jurassic Park Pod. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/Jurassic Park Podcast, and our Instagram handle is at Jurassic Park Podcast. You can listen to us via iTunes, Google Play, Podomatic, YouTube, our website, or wherever else podcasts are found. So make sure to subscribe to automatically get new episodes every week. If you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review in iTunes or a great review wherever you listen to the podcast. It will seriously help out our rankings and make it easier for fans like you to find us. We're usually spotted commenting on the Jurassic Park subreddit as Jurassic Park Podcast. Don't forget to check out JurassicParkPodcast.com for all the links you heard here today. If you want to get a hold of us, you can email us with any news stories, MP3s, comments, or if you want to debut a segment of your own, send them to JurassicParkPod@gmail.com. Or you could submit questions directly on our website contact form. If you'd like to record something for the show, send it in to us and we'll feature it in an upcoming episode. If you don't have any way to record, you can give our voicemail line a call and leave us a message. That number is 732-825-7763. Thanks for listening and enjoy.
No, I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
You will remember to wash your hands before you eat anything.
$5 minutes. Drop what you're doing and leave now.